What's up guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to talk about everything that Kabam mentioned during the Summoners Fest, and we have a lot of things. Didn't expect him to actually drop that many news. Starting off with Stellar Forge Champion. So this is basically going to be Deathless 2.0, but you can see they have different looks. Starting with Star-Lord. Star-Lord is the first one, and we're going to start chasing him November 11th, so literally today. And they said that the fifth one is going to be Dr. Doom, which is very, very interesting. He looked sick as well. Now, they also mentioned that those guys will have different abilities, different kits. I don't know if they're going to be like similar to the OG champion, but it's good that they're going to be changing because Star-Lord is not really relevant in 2025. And I think they also mentioned, I'm not 100% sure, but I think they mentioned that they're going to have different classes. So this Star-Lord is going to be like a skill class, but I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, this is very, very, very exciting. Moving on to the Banquet. So this year's Banquet is going to have the reworked version of Punisher instead of like, Jessica Jones we had last year. So he's going to be available in the ranked rewards, of course, so it's going to be really hard to get. But there's also a very, very small chance to get him from the Banquet crystals, like probably a 0.1% chance or maybe even lower. So they did showcase him a little bit. He seems like to be a little bit of an annoying defender with like a lot of chip damage because he had like an impact passive that just decreases, or he basically does more block damage to you. And his specials are already hard to dex. You need to learn that SP1 dex. I don't even know how to dex that first special one. I think I take like 1 or 2 blocked hits, so I'm gonna definitely have to learn about that. But yeah, as an attacker, it seemed like okay. We only could see 6-star gameplay, so unsure if he's gonna be like really good or not. But he looks very sick. The new model looks very good. Now they did mention like one champion from January, February, and March, and as you can see, we have a Spider Slayer here, Jonah Jameson. So he looks kind of cool, kind of like Zola 2.0. I like how his feet are basically here. I love that. And then this guy, Blue Marvel. I don't know about much of the comics, but I think from games that I've played in the past that are like Marvel based, I have seen this guy a lot. And I don't know if you saw that, but it says designed by Kabam DLL. So yeah, probably gonna be a really OP champion, and he's also a science, my favorite. Actually, if we go back here, don't be a coward, enjoy slow burn, and be ready to be shocked. So I'm guessing this guy's gonna have some shocks, and this guy is going to have a unique indestructible mechanic, maybe an anointed defender, immortal living anti-matter reaction, okay, and then ramp champion with persistent charges, features overload, and crush. Okay, so yeah, crush, and then unstoppable. Or sorry, what's it called? Indestructible does not really look like good on defense, but we'll see. For March, we have an X-Men, which is Pixie. I think I've seen her before. I'm not 100% sure, but it says that has a dagger made out of her soul like magic. So she looks very cool with those wings, and she reminds me of Kitty Pryde, so I gotta love her. So moving on, we got the Coliseum. So this is going to be a brand new game mode, which I believe they said it's going to replace Alliance Quest, or either 1 week of the Alliance Quest, which is very, very nice. I don't know if you guys watched my video where I basically talk about 6 things I need to change in MCOC. Alliance Quest was one of them, so I'm very, very happy to see this. So I'm going to actually show you some gameplay they showed. Alright, so you can see Karate Mike here playing with Gladiator against this Adam Warlock. And you can see here on the health bar that Adam Warlock has, the 3 number, or now it's going to go 4. That means that he's taken 4 health bars since the start. So it's not just 1 health bar and you're taking like its percentage. It's actually multiple. So it actually shows you like your progression, which is really, really nice. Kind of like motivates you to like deal more damage and do some good work. And there's also another good thing that I really like about this. And if we go to Zemo here, so you will see Zemo, you want to build those bleeds and they throw a big special 3. So he's going to throw the special 3 right now. He's at 59% and he's taking 3 health bars. Now the good thing about this is, after the special 3, it kind of like counts the damage towards the next health bar. You can see it stops at 1, but after the L3, you can see he's done 60% damage to the next health bar. So this is really, really nice for like champions like Gore or even Zemo, because those guys have like very strong special 3s, even I think Icarus. And then, the health bar doesn't stop you from doing damage to like the multiple next health bar. So this is really, really cool. So as you will see here, if I move, this is the Alliance Coliseum, which is a 3-day event and runs in place of AQ, which we love. And the plays use 5 champion slots called podiums. Podium is a spot you use a champion to fight the Coliseum boss. You will receive additional rewards modifiers based on active champion tags and your alliance prestige. So that's really, really good. And then we also have the solo Coliseum, which unlocks inside the game mode. Rewards unlock as you earn points, so that's like kind of like milestones. And then as you can see, solo peak milestones for Alliance Coliseum as well. But most of the good stuff comes in Alliance event rewards. So you're gonna want to do some solo, but for the most part, Alliance is gonna have the most rewards. Now here's the difference for the Alliance Coliseum. As you can see, Alliance Coliseum, it actually has a timer. And then with the solo, you play solo to earn points towards your highest milestone. So there's no timer. You can use different champions. You can use, you know, Aegon if you want to, because there's no timer. But when you have like 5 minutes, you don't really want to go for like those long ramp up champions. So you're going to have to use like different champions in the Alliance and different solo Coliseum. So that's really, really good. Now they said that the Alliance Coliseum is launching first this December, which is very interesting. That means Alliance Quest is gone. And then the solo Coliseum is set to launch in January. So very, very good stuff. Now this is something very interesting. So they talked about 7-star ascensions. And they also said that they're not looking at 8 stars in the near future, which is actually really, really good for the game. So this is probably the next big thing. 7-star ascensions. Now there's a lot of things to look at here. There's new resources. There's greater primordial dust. Tier 2. There's the Coliseum Ascension token, which I'm guessing you have to get it for the champion. And then there's a Cosmic Ascension because he's a Cosmic Champion. So there are multiple ranks. You can see there's 11 of them right now. And then there's a lot of things that's changed. You get more attack, you get more health, more challenger rating, and then you also get the new mechanic called Might. So Might is going to be above your health bar. And as you can see, Ascendant 7-star champions have access to ISO Burst, a new meter above the health bar. Indicates your current might, which builds passively over time and increases damage. When your might is full, your champion will automatically enter ISO Burst for a period of time, and then champions deal increased damage during ISO Burst. So that's, you know, quite cool. There's like some nice benefits. There's a new mechanic, so I like that. Up next, we actually had the chance to vote for one of those 4 champions, Wasp, Thor Ragnarok, or Annihilus, or Silver Centurion, to actually get a tune-up. And the winner was Thor Ragnarok. Actually, I think Thor Ragnarok was the best choice because we need like a bit more stronger champions for the skill class. My next pick would probably be Annihilus because I think Wasp, you know, is pretty good still, but Annihilus kind of needs a little bit more love. But Thor Ragnarok is definitely my first choice. And yeah, man, that is it for everything that Kabam said during Summoners Fest. They also showcased a bit of, you know, gameplay from Punisher. They also showcased the new idol, which is Imperiosa. She looks very, very cool. She has, you know, that fractured power bar, and then she just kind of like goes to the special 3, does a lot of damage during that, and then she has like a lot of power gain. So she looked very, very cool. I didn't actually want to see the abilities and like spoil myself because I'm gonna make a video when she comes out. But yeah, very, very exciting stuff coming through the next months. I'm very, very excited for December specifically. You know, replacing Alliance Quest for the Coliseum is just amazing. And then yeah, we also have the Banquet event. Punisher is there too, the new model. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about everything that Kabam talked about here in the Summoners Fest. And let me know what you are more hyped for. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please leave it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.